is Michael Gilmore and I'm the author of WizBang's blog, and this is a part of my 10th year anniversary celebration of blogging and this video. And in this one I'm going to be talking about development. I must admit I am a developer and I love doing development. I have a lot of fun doing. I've developed many websites over the years. I've been a real fan of Joomla. In fact, WizBang's blog is built on Joomla. And there's a lot of things inside of the blog and I've tried out over the years and so forth. Joomla is one of those applications where it's called the content management system, and it is really fast to get a website up and going. I must admit I did a session at one of the conferences where I pulled someone from the audience, asked what their domain was. I asked what business model they wanted to apply for their domain, and in 30 minutes I built the cash flow. In another 30 minutes I had a fully functional Joomla website up and going. So there's a couple of things you need to appreciate from that. Is that development is no longer a technological hurdle in the sense of putting a site together. What it is it's actually a management challenge. For instance, let's imagine you have 10 sites you've developed out, and you work at a 10-hour day. You can spend 1 hour per day on each of those websites, and you better make sure you have some sort of impact within that 1 hour, which has a return on your investment. But then let's imagine you have a situation where you have 100 sites. That means you've got like 1/10 of an hour to be able to spend on each site and get a significant outcome. That's difficult. Yeah, so there's a lot of challenges when it comes to managing lots of sites with applications like Joomla or WordPress or Drupal or any of those sort of content management systems. But more than that, is the thing that I've been really wrestling with is not just what's the content management side, is I want more information about the customers. For instance, if I buy traffic to send to a site I've developed, am I getting what I paid for? And this caused me to really think about this whole idea, and I thought, gee, maybe it's time I build my own sort of simplistic content management system which does the job, but so I can track some interesting things at an IP level, such as whether the user's mouse is moving. So that's most likely, if the user's mouse is moving, more likely to be a real person at the other end. So if I bought some AdSense traffic, is it converting for me, or should I throw that away? Throw that traffic away? If I'm, is the user clicking on a search box? What links are they clicking on? They click on invisible pixels on the page. There's a whole lot of things you can put into place to test whether the traffic is real. And that's actually really important for me. I want to know whether the traffic is real or not. It's not just a matter of return on the investment, it's maximizing my return on the investment. So if I have like 30 or 40 different places I'm buying traffic from, I'm sourcing traffic, I want to be able to score each one of those sources in real time and know whether it's which source is providing me my best return. And that's not always like Google or always Facebook or Yahoo or something like that. It could be quite different sources, and I actually don't mind the sources as long as I can verify my return on my investment. Yeah, so that's one of the things that I've spent quite a bit of time on. I've been building a content management system with a lot more analytics in it. So I can get down to the IP address level and I can actually score the IP address. So I can know that this particular IP address has a particular score, and it gives me a good result, or not. Yeah, so the other thing is that the next stage is I want to know that if I'm updating content on my site, that I'm getting a bigger return on my investment. So if I'm going to the expense of updating content, I'm getting a return on my investment. And so there's a macro level sitting on top of all of this, which is keeping track of all the sites and all the changes, and can give me a dashboard to show what the results are. And once again, that's very important for me because everything we do at ParkLogic is at mass scale. And because it's at mass scale, I need to go along and find, get the information at my fingertips so that I can make management decisions and allocate resources in a much more intelligent manner versus, oh, I don't know, I think I'll just work on this hotel type of site or this travel site, or I'll just try something over here. No, I want to get data at my fingertips. The other thing I want to do was have systems in place where I can put, say, advertising on the page, whether it's video, whether it's static, traditional, whether it's affiliate programs or whatever, on the pages, so I could then score those as well, because I want to know which is the best monetization strategy for this particular development. And ultimately, if I'm selling a service or something like that, I want to be able to score all that as well. So everything is about numbers, and this is something which I've seen scares quite a lot of people. Is they get concerned about all the numbers and things like that. But it is ultimately about numbers. I'm not there yet with my development project. I'm doing a lot of PHP coding and MySQL and JavaScript and all that sort of stuff. And it's well on its way. But it's something that's been really close to my heart for a long time, is how to develop more effectively. Not to make something necessarily more pretty, but provide a better result. That's really what I'm after. But anyway, that's a few sort of thoughts I have after 10 years of blogging on development. I'm happy to answer any of your questions or anything like that, and I look forward to it. So please leave them there, and I've done a lot of stuff in this area, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks a lot for that. Bye.